Last week, I showed you all the new LEGO Space minifigure from the Series 26 into one mock, my Space Cantina that you can check out on my channel. But today it's time to start a new series of LEGO Minifigure Habitats. So today we're going to start with the 3 revisitation of classic themes. So we have M-Tron, Blacktron and Ice Planet. Let's start right away because today we are going to have 3 habitats in one. So this is the very cool power lifter from M-Tron. Let's move him on the side and bring in the base. So this is a sort of moon-like light gray base. I built up already some terrain. We are going to add to the side a little bit of extra space, so it looks a little bit more full. And on the back side, I'm going to continue this ground in a sort of mountain-looking structure. A lot of studs not on top over here. This is going to connect like this. And you can see I already have some support here that is going to come in handy later on. Over on this side, I'm going to build a sort of M-Tron station. So what you can see here, I have this a regular black and a red structure that is going to be sitting over here. I have this Super Mario piece as a sort of platform. And here I have this container that also comes from M-Tron. I'm using these fences from like Ninjago style kind of fences as a sort of support structure at the bottom, and I'm also going to add these printed arrow tiles over there at the bottom, because what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring some container up to this area. Before we connect this, I need to use this one also, that is a sort of canopy piece that is a whole piece from M-Tron. I have a control panel over here on top, so this will connect over here, and we're going to try to put everything together like so. So the power lifter going to be more or less here. Is going to try to lift items up to the platform. I created a few more sort of containers with the printed tiles from the old set that I still have in my collection since when I was a kid. And the power lifter is going to be more or less over here. On this side, I think we're going to add some sort of protection and a ladder that is leading up to, I don't know, the next stage of the platform, I would say. Over here, I'm going to add a classic M-Tron minifigure. So this is going to be here controlling this panel over here while we try to bring this up. I'm going to complete the wall in light gray. So initially, when I designed this, I make a full red base. You can see in this video over here. This is one of the videos that I create, a vlog video that I create for my second tier of membership that I will link down below if you want to check it out. And I have all the behind the scenes about my build day by day in a weekly video. So I decided to change and create a little bit of contrast between the moon sort of surface with the base over here. I'm going to connect this structure on top. So this is going to be a sort of crane, and I have the magnet again from some of those old sets. This is going to be over there, and the support structure is going to be like this. So this allows for a little bit of movement. And then over here, to complete the color scheme, we are going to add this big antenna piece over here. And I think the M-Tron is done. Now, let's move on into the Blacktron, that may be my favorite of these 3 today. So for this one, I went with a different color scheme. So here we are going with tan. Already I built up a little bit of sideways structure. So you can see, for example, this is going to slide and connect there to the side. And here we have the base. And because this is a sort of mutant Blacktron, I thought in this planet I need to put some of these slimy lime details. So over here, I'm going to add a spillover. I like to do this sometimes in my build. So we have a spillover of this slimy liquid coming on the side. We have a sort of waterfall over there. And here I create a very detailed sort of rocky structure with some ingots, some plates, some tiles. So the waterfall is coming down from there and going down over here. So now I need to add a couple more details. Of course, one is going to be the minifigure that is going to be connecting over here. I thought I would add a couple of sort of alien plants. One is going to be sitting over there, and one is going to be connecting in this corner over here. Something like that. I think they add a little nice of color. And then from the wall of this side, I thought I could use something inspired by the Tales of the Space Age LEGO set. If you're interested in this set, I will link down below an affiliate link that can support the channel. to Amazon US. I'm gonna link the minifigures, the Space Minifigure pack of 6 if you are interested in buying that, the Space of the Tales Age, and also I think they have a discount on the single minifigure from the CMF 26 and for the CMF 25. Anyway, this is what I came out with. I decided to go with the orange color scheme. I also tried the blue color scheme, but it didn't work out well. I tried a purple kind of color scheme, but I didn't have the right parts. So I decided to go with this one, and I think that at the end, the result is pretty cool. So you can see I used here this technique that I used before in some of my habitats. So to create the stars in the sky, I'm using some technique Exol pieces. And again, the moon made with 2 round tiles with this jumper. This one is going to connect over here. This one is a technique that I've also used before in some of my habitats, including the Jasmine, the Disney Aladdin habitat that was one of my favorites. Over here, I thought I could get this minifigure to shoot to one of his old mates. So some of the old Blacktron came looking for him with this classic sort of flying suit, and he's shooting back at him. So this is gonna be more or less the scene. I think one gun shooting is enough. No need to have them both shooting. And I also decided to add a little bit of these quarter tiles just sitting on the side over there to create a little bit of more natural looking background on the side, so it's not too squarish. So this one we can pick it up and put it over here. Now let's see if I can put the last one. Of course, when I'm on camera, the thing don't stay up in the way they are supposed to. Now 1, 2, and 3 over here. Sorry for the waiting. Okay, this one I need to put. Let's finish up the habitat. So this is the completed scene, and I think this might be the favorite, this one, or maybe now we're gonna look at the Ice Planet one. So since this week I had a little bit of extra time, I decided to actually build all the 3 habitats. So here we have a watery base, 8x8. Of course, this is sort of Ice Planet, all transclear pieces at the bottom, tiled up, and this is gonna be the station where I'm gonna add the penguin. You can see there is a space underneath here because there we're gonna slide upside down some slopes, and this is gonna be the underside of this sort of small iceberg piece. And over here I decided to add a little flag with the color scheme, the blue, over there to sort of mark this area. On the back side, I created this rocky structure with an opening here in which I added one green crystal, not particularly for any particular reason, but I thought it would be nice since he has a sort of ice cutting thing so over here. So I think I had to do some sort of opening over there, and this I think works pretty well. And on the back side, I decided to go with a dark blue color scheme instead of a black one to make it a little bit different from the others. Over here, I'm gonna add another extra base with some wedge plates to make it a little bit interesting. And here I have an antenna dish that is getting the same color scheme and shooting something into space. And the back side, very simple, very straightforward, is just a little bit of extra white background and the dark blue sky. To complete that, I have one of these quarter tiles to complete this iceberg at the front. I could have had a stud there, but I would have to add a lot of pieces, so I'm just putting it there loose. Same as this one, because here I have a big panel to save a little bit on bricks, so I'm just gonna sit this one over there. And this is the position where I'm gonna connect the minifigure, so actually that part at the back is not moving and going anywhere. So pretty good looking already. But when I was at this point, I realized that actually I'm missing a little bit of color scheme. I need a little bit more orange. So we have the blue, we have a little bit of details, we have the cave. So I decided to add this chain piece that I find in my collection for no particular reason, but I think it looked cool. So one side is gonna connect over here on top, and one side is gonna connect over here like so. Like that. So here we can put back the dish, connect that with the power blast thingy, and here is the completed habitat. Let's bring them all in. So here I have the Blacktron Mutant, I have the Ice Planet, and I have the M-Tron Power Lifter. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one. As I said before, I will link down below all the affiliate links if you want to check out some of these minifigures that I show off in this video. Link to my membership program, 2-tier, basic one with just some emojis, badges, and photo updates, status of my building process. For tier 2, they have a weekly vlog video. If none of these work for you, no worries, you can watch my video, consider to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's really, really appreciated. If you want to see more minifigure habitat, I have a completed series of 12 habitats for the CMF Series 25 here on my channel, and you can click over here on the screen if you want to watch them. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.